Hi, I'm Veronica Vance. Coming up, we head downtown to the Bucharest Grill to taste their famous chicken shawarma sandwich. We get inspired at the African American Museum of History, and then we see how the Oakland County International Airport went green, so stay tuned.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.
Today we're on Park Avenue in downtown Detroit, just a block west of Woodward, right behind the Fox Theater. Now Detroit's Park Avenue has some of the hippest places in town to hang out at. Like right behind me, we've got the Town Pump Tavern right at the corner of Park and Montcalm. This is one of the most popular watering holes in town with great music, and they serve up some of the best homemade pizza around. And right across the street, the Centaur Bar offers 3 levels of fun, a martini heaven, and an excellent dining menu. Just a little further down Park Ave is Cliff Bell's, and with their smooth jazz nights and a menu just as cool, this is a must-see. But today we're going to focus on another one of these neighborhood gems, the Bucharest Grill, right here at the corner of Park Avenue and Elizabeth.
We don't live near this place. We live 50 miles away in, like Clinton Township. And every time we pass this area, we have to stop in and get their chicken shawarma. It's excellent. So we had to bring our kids down here and have them try it out too. It's their first time and they loved it too.
That's so cool. You drive 50 miles to come eat at this restaurant.
Yeah, I mean.
So here we are inside of the Bucharest Grill. Now don't be fooled by its small size, because here's the beauty of it. You order here, they have a couple booths, but then what you do is you take your sandwich, you take your drink, and you come right over here to the Park Bar. It's all connected. Grab a seat, have a drink, it all works together. Nathan, steady stream of traffic. I mean, this is like the place to come downtown for what? Your shawarma, you've got gourmet hot dogs.
Oh, yeah, everything. When late night eats are open till 2. You know, people just keep coming and coming and coming.
So what is it that you think makes your shawarma sandwich so unique?
Well, I mean, as you'll see right here, we got the shawarma, that's the chicken on the grill.
Yeah.
But we don't have one of those big loaves like most other shawarma places do. We're not knocking it off on the pita bread or anything like that. It's all fresh in our own special marinade and coupled with our magic garlic sauce that you just can't get enough of.
Magic garlic
Absolutely.
sauce. I like the sound of that. So you've got like an assembly line going, getting the shawarmas out the door, keeping up with the demand back here.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, right now we're putting together, these are our chicken salads. Each one of them makes 4 huge chicken breasts on there. And that one on the end that he's making, that's going to be a Bucharest shawarma. That has the cabbage, salad, and a handful of french fries actually in the sandwich. It sounds kind of weird at first, but it's my favorite. It's the best one we got.
Wait a minute. It's got french fries? You said in the sandwich?
In the sandwich. Oh, yeah, definitely. We give you all the lettuce, tomatoes, onions, pickles.
Yeah, I'm noticing that they're pretty robust. They're not the skinny sandwiches that I've had.
We sell them by the 6-pack, in fact. Especially good for, going to Tigers games and stuff like that. People just walk down the street with it because it's just got a handle.
Oh, yeah, because it comes in this cute little, look at this. Look at this. It comes in this cute little 6-pack container. So besides the chicken shawarma, you guys offer a beef shawarma?
Yep, a beef shawarma. It's very good. It's a little sweet. There's a little bit of cinnamon in the marinade. And personally, I think it works very well in the Bucharest shawarma, which the cabbage salad has some vinegar in there, so you get like the sweet and sour combo. It's very good. He's getting ready to put the cabbage on the grill for the ham trameck.
So this is for one of your gourmet dogs?
Yeah. So this is the ham trameck dog. That's the kielbasa. And then we top it off with braised red cabbage, a little bit of bacon for flavor, the coup de grace, just a tad spicy mustard. And then comes our Chicago dog, and that's definitely the dog with the most fixins. Tomatoes, pickles, onions, relish, mustard. A little bit of sport peppers.
This is like the everything dog.
Oh yeah. Definitely a knife and fork dog.
So Nathan, when we dine in, we take it from there.
Oh, you don't even have to take it yourself. You actually bring it out to you. In fact, you just come in here into the beautiful park bar, You know, it's a nice round bar. These chairs are excellent. The bottom is swivel, but not the back, so you don't knock it into anybody. You know, you sit wherever you'd like, and you just come in and have fun.
This is a gorgeous bar. I love the round. I love all the wood in here.
They don't really offer any bottles of beer. We just have a big list of drafts and everything like that. Some local, some imports.
So I'm going to start with this beauty here. This is the
That's the ham trammick. Yeah.
ham trammick again. All right. This is kind of messy. It's a big
Yeah,
dog.
it's definitely a nice.
That's okay. I have a big mouth. I'm going to do this. Oh. Big bite. That's delicious.
It's one of my favorites.
The coleslaw in here.
Yeah, the cabbage, the bacon. We put a little bit of that shawarma garlic in there too, just to give it that nice extra punch.
Look how big it is. It's not a hot dog. It's
No, the
This is
gourmet
a-
dogs. They're huge. They're for adults.
the adult hot dog. Yeah, you coined it so
Absolutely.
eloquently. And then this one.
That's the Chicago.
This is the everything dog.
Yep.
Big. It's so messy, but it's so good.
It
It's
is.
worth it. Not a first date dog, huh?
No. Unless you're pretty confident. Go for it.
Oh, I love it. Oh. And now this is something. Okay. What do we have in here? We've got
A
your
little bit of pork, a little bit of beef, rice, stewed in tomatoes, green pepper, and then here, of course, our touch is the sour cream on the side.
Ooh, that's yummy.
It is. Just makes it nice and creamy.
I love the sour cream. Nice punch to it. Nice kick. Fabulous. And of course, the shawarma, which is just, you knock it out of the park with the
Yep.
shawarmas, I hear, right?
That's what they tell us. And then yours has no tomatoes, of course. There's usually tomato in there. You got your chicken, your garlic, pickles, lettuce, everything good.
Now the piece de resistance is. That's delicious. Oh, it's so juicy.
Oh yeah. Like I said, you know, all our chicken's fresh.
I'm
It's
letting all the flavors work together.
You know, we don't have it coming off those dry loaves or anything like that, and you're getting the garlic too.
Wow, that is, I can't believe it. It's really good. I mean, it's like shawarma takes it up to a whole other level.
Absolutely, we sell the most of them, and that's the reason why.
And just like that, we've got some beers.
Absolutely, you know, you just need something nice, cold, and refreshing to wash down that shawarma.
You can grab a drink here first, go order food, come over here, have a drink. You all kind of work together
You
in
can
harmony.
you can even order from the bar and have them both at the same time.
Hey Nathan, I want to thank you so much.
Hey, no problem. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, I'm going to get back to my shawarma and my cold beer, and you've got to try this. The Bucharest Grill Park, just down the road from Comerica Park, and they are knocking it out of the park with this wonderful shawarma sandwich. Cheers. I'm at the Charles H. Wright Museum of African American History, which is the world's largest institution dedicated to the African American experience. And when you come in up the steps, you're greeted by this magnificent rotunda behind me, which creates this really unique acoustic, echoey sound. From there, you go on up the steps to their permanent exhibit, And Still We Rise, which is a journey through the African American experience of culture and history that spans all the way from the slave trade days on through the current 21st century. They also have an extremely large temporary exhibit that rotates throughout the year, probably about 3 or 4 different per year. But we are here to see their latest permanent exhibit, Inspiring Minds, which challenges everyone to come up with their own great invention.
It really is for all ages.
Yeah.
But we have a lot of things in here for small children that we don't have in other areas of the museum. We have a lot of things that you can touch, which is awesome because in a history museum, there's often not a lot of things you can touch and engage with. And so the space is really designed to learn history, to learn science, but also to engage and play. The highlight of the exhibition space is the multimedia touch wall. What we're looking at here is the African American timeline, and there are two components to the timeline.
Okay.
The first one is the top bar, which gives some facts about African American history through the years, and so this is what's happening in 1968.
Right.
It's designed to give some context because the stars are actually about specific African American scientists and inventors.
Oh.
And so the idea is that when you're learning about the scientists and inventors, and you don't know what was happening in 1967, you can look at the timeline at the top to get some kind of context about what was going on in American history and world history that was important. And so we can go from the African American timeline to another content area on marine life.
Wow.
And the bubbles are all touchable.
Oh,
And so
neat.
when a child comes up and they touch one of the bubbles, you get a fact about the ocean. It might be about the ancient ocean, it might be about the ocean now. And within each of the bubbles, there's actually an activity that a child can do. So this is a puzzle. Some of them are quiz questions, some of them are matching up, you know, a fish or something that is in the ocean.
So Jennifer, I would also think this would be really good for school groups to come in and utilize this space.
It is. We have a lot of school groups that come in, and when they get here, we have an educator that's in the space that shows them how the room operates, and then they go and do a workshop that
Kind of gets their creative juices flowing.
yeah, it kind of hits at another angle. So they get to do something with their hands, they get to create something, express themselves in a way. And so we actually have a lot of different workshops that a school can pick from.
What do you think about this whole big screen thing here?
I think it's good because we get to like learn about the stuff that we really didn't know. So I learned about I didn't even know who this was. So I'm just reading it and I'm finding out who this is.
And isn't it inspiring you to want to do something inventive?
Yes.
All right, high five to that.
This vignette's on African Americans in aviation. And so here we have a NASA spacesuit, which is very popular amongst young kids. They like to take pictures in front of it. And so this vignette focuses on from the beginning of African Americans flying planes, all the way up into them being a part of NASA.
A lot of cool things in there, but the spacesuit is definitely one of the most impressive.
Yeah. It's like a picture perfect moment.
Yeah.
You get your dad over here snapping shots.
Yeah.
And then this big, bright, bold wall of inventors. How
Yes.
cool. What is this thing right here?
This is a gas mask designed by Garrett Morgan. It's one of the prototypes that we have at the Wright Museum, as well as the stoplight there, the traffic light.
So this is to inspire the young girls.
It is. It's to focus some on African American women in science. And so we focus on 5 different African American women that spans a large amount of time. And so there's some information in the touchscreen about the women.
What's going on in here?
This room is what we call a research room.
Okay.
And we call it the research room because of the database touchscreen, which is here. And the database touchscreen is where we have all of the scientists and inventors throughout the entire Inspiring Minds exhibition in one place. We also have a lot of science content within the space, which is on this wall and that wall. And so it's a little bit more serious.
So we've got another room here off of it, and this is, oh wow, look at a lot more interactive things in here. I bet the little kids like this area.
Absolutely. So this space really appeals to kindergarten through 3rd age grade students. And it focuses on George Washington Carver's life, but also has a focus on nutrition, eating healthy, and so we have the fake fruits and vegetables. We talk about a lot about serving size.
And all the different things made from peanuts.
Absolutely, yes. And we tend to think of only peanut butter, but there's a lot of things that George Washington Carver did with peanuts and soybeans and sweet potatoes. This is our contemporary scientist kiosk. So we can touchscreen. When you start it, there's an intro video And this is where we highlight some of the scientists that are currently working in science, in technology, engineering, and math.
Well, hey, Jennifer, thank you so much. I'm going to take a
Thank
look around at some of these other
you.
vignettes that we didn't get to touch on.
Absolutely, and make sure that you leave a remark at the video recording station. We always watch those. It's very exciting getting feedback from people about the Wright Museum in general and inspiring minds.
I'll make
So
my
thank
way
you very
there.
much.
All right, thanks, Jennifer. Okay, let's take a peek behind the door of Dr. Ben Carson. Now, he's actually from Detroit. He's now a neurosurgeon at Johns Hopkins in Baltimore, who's one of the history makers. Well, there's so many little neat nooks and crannies if you look around. Like here, they've got the plasma globe. These are so much fun. So a third feature of these screens is the A is for Africa exhibit, where they have these different letter blocks coming up, and again, some more information. This kind of ties in with the whole Africa, the exhibit we've got around the lower rotunda. They've got blocks, things to do big puzzles. They also have this cozy, snuggly reading corner. You can grab a kid's book from up there, grab a stuffed animal. Of course, I don't have my kids with me, but how much fun. You can cuddle up here on the pillows and read a good book. So back in this little corner alcove, you can come back here and make a video to share your thoughts on this touch screen here. You just say you want to tell us about your thing, record your video. Very cool exhibit, definitely worth coming to. Lots of great hands-on stuff for the kids to enjoy and the adults too. Let's see. I just did it. How easy is that? How fun. And then you can play back, see how you did. Oh, here we go. Very cool exhibit, definitely worth coming to. Lots of great hands-on stuff for the kids to enjoy and the adults too. I've made part of history here at the African American Museum. Well, the Inspiring Minds exhibit at the Charles H. Wright Museum is a lot of fun, and as you've seen, there are lots of hands-on things to bring the little ones to. And if you're feeling especially challenged, all of these red blocks under here are actually pieces to a puzzle. They create this map of Africa, and I think I'm going to stick around and do it. I'll see ya, I don't know, maybe tomorrow? Let's see. Where do I begin?
There are plenty of things to see and do in Metro Detroit this month, and our calendar of events is up next to point you in the right direction. Golf season kicks off at the country's largest golf show. Then head to the Fisher for the heartwarming story of Matilda. Disney on Ice celebrates 100 years of magic. And Star Trek The Ultimate Voyage features a live orchestra and a 40-foot screen. The Fly Fishing Expo will teach you everything about the sport. And Corktown's St. Patrick's Day Parade celebrates 58 years. Calendar Girls is funny yet touching and based on a true story. And the dinosaurs are waiting to be discovered at Cobo. Expect unbelievable moves and tons of flying dirt at Supercross. Then Michigan's own Legoland finally opens. Hop on over to the family fun Bunnyville at the Detroit Zoo, then escape to the City Theater for some hunky a cappella. The American Ballet Theater tells the tale of Sleeping Beauty. Then find everything and anything for your home and garden. To learn of any changes, log on to visitdetroit.com or call 1-800-DETROIT. We are making history right here in the D at Michigan's first green airport terminal at the Oakland County International Airport. So get this, you get rewarded if you're green too. You get preferred parking along Patterson Parkway. You get to park right up front if you have a hybrid or flex fuel car. They've thought of everything. If you need to charge your car, they've got a plug-in station right here. So if your kids like to watch the planes take off and land like my kids do, they've even installed benches for that very reason. Just pull up to the parking lot, come on, take a seat and enjoy the show. Hey, recognize the emblem on that plane? Michael Jordan. So further reducing the footprint on the environment, they even have commuter offices set up here, so you don't even need to leave the airport just to have your meeting. So the airport also has a customs area because after all, it is Oakland County International Airport. So you'd come through there, you'd get your bags off here, and you'd go through here and through customs just like you would at any other international airport.
We've done many projects. This is the culmination, the terminal building. We started years ago with a fuel water separator. And then we've planted hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of landscaping, trees and shrubs. That was a beautification process. We have insulated about 500 homes. as a good neighbor policy. So we've done everything we can to be good neighbors.
The Oakland County International Airport is just leaps and bounds ahead as far as green technology.
Yeah, I believe we're the first LEED certified general aviation terminal.
And you guys are really sort of setting the standard across the country
Yes,
as
we
far
are.
as green
Yeah.
technology,
Yeah.
right?
And when people fly in, we get virtually all Fortune 500 companies come through that door during the course of a year. We want to make a statement that Oakland County is progressive, that we know about the environment, we're going to do our best to preserve that, but we're also, a technologically advanced county.
Something else that I thought was interesting is that this airport was funded solely by user fees, no
Yeah.
tax dollars, correct?
No tax. We did get a couple grants out of Washington, from the Department of Energy, but most of the balance of this whole project came from the fees we generate by airport users who fly in and fly out. So no money out of the general fund at all. We have a lot of corporate jets out here.
Yep.
We have a lot of weekend flyers, and so it's a busy airport. It's the second busiest airport in Michigan.
Well, can we take
show
a
you
look
around?
around?
Sure.
Some of the green things?
I'll take you over here to the wall.
Okay, so right when you walk in, you're greeted with the living wall.
The living wall. This is we have a nursery here in Oakland County called Plantera, and I was there for a function, and I saw the green wall. I said, well, that'd be nice on my airport. Then we did a little research, found out there's utilitarian value, but this helps clean the air. So these plants are there for not only do they look good, but they also help us maintain, again, another approach to keeping green, being green.
Wow.
And this, any airport is open. The federal government has to certify you. They give you a registration. Here's our registration certificate from the federal government. The registration number is 000001. The first airport to ever be certified in the United States. You're standing right here in that right now.
Wow.
And then once we're up and running, we had the first airfare back in 1930. Basically, the planes flying around pylons. Okay, you and I weren't around in those days, but that's what I'm told occurred.
Yeah.
Well, we had to get a certificate for that,
Yeah.
and that's signed by Orville Wright.
Would you look at that?
So the school kids are going to come here and see this kind of history. They're going to be exposed to the green technology that exists.
So it's good. They're going to come here and just get a whole history lesson.
Oh yeah, they'll learn about. I didn't know about geothermal wells when I was in grade school. The spheres will, because it's driven by the wind, will generate roughly 15% of our electrical needs. Along with the panels on the roof, we have the photovoltaic panels that can help convert to energy and electricity. We have geothermal. It reduces your cost for heating and cooling by about 60%. Wow. That's a big savings there. So, and we got a 15,000 square foot building here. So, if we can get to that number, we'll be saving the taxpayers' money.
Yeah, and then the heating, it comes out of these.
Oh, they look like jet exhaust.
Yeah.
Everything's designed. It's but a lot of
Little
thinking. Yeah, a lot of
nuances.
thinking went into how we did. But it looked like the jet exhaust, and the payback on this airport would be fairly quick. A little more expensive sometimes to put it up, but you get it back in the cost you save.
Over the long run, right?
Oh, yeah.
Sure. Well, not only is it green, it's also designed beautifully.
Yeah, it's. I think it makes the statement we want to make. And then real subtle, you have to catch these, but these lights are actually landing lights, and so people will come in on a runway or a carpet designed to look like a runway. And then we got
Red carpet with the lights.
Yeah, and we got the wing-shaped lighting up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so neat.
They're energy efficient as well. So.
And of course, the plane. What's the story behind this?
That plane was built by Henry Haig, who was a nationally renowned stunt plane pilot. And he claimed many championships in that plane. And so we made contact at the Kalamazoo, I think, museum, air museum.
Right.
And so we called him and said, hey, I'd like to borrow it for 100 years. No, we borrowed it for 10. And I think it's sort of a wow factor when people come in. And again, we're going to get kids out here from all of our schools, and that's the first thing they're going to see, of course, when they come through, is that bi-wing. And then all the other things that we'll be teaching kids about green technology.
So you've got a lot of private jets coming through here too, and I'd imagine it's nice for like celebrities coming into town.
Oh, sure. That's just.
Do they come in off there? Is there a terminal? Or
No, this is where they would come.
they come in through here.
I'm not so much worried about the celebrities. I want to catch the CEOs of corporations who come through the door and say, hey, this county is advanced thinking, and it's technologically superior, and maybe a place I might want to open up a business.
Oh, we would like that. We would like that.
So that's what we're all about.
Yeah.
Welcome to Oakland County, where people and technology prosper. That's exactly the statement I think this terminal makes. It is technologically advanced. It is green technology to the nth degree. Beyond the wind spheres.
Yeah.
And that's the ground run-up enclosure.
That U thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
What happens was when you do maintenance on the jet, you got to take them out and run this engine full speed for like 4 hours. It was deafening. You go inside this, you turn around, and the jet noise hits that back wall and goes up into the air. The neighbors don't hear it. We're the only general aviation airport to have that.
Wow.
So we've invested heavily in this airport.
You lengthened the runway several years ago,
Oh, yeah.
375 feet.
Yeah,
so
we actually moved a road, a highway. Well, that gave us international capacity. That's why we now have customs and so forth. Now they can fly to China, they can fly to South America, they can fly to the West Coast.
Wow.
And we have a lot of sports teams coming back and forth. In the long run, it still has an economic impact, well over $150 million a year generated by action and activity that comes through this airport. And I want to kick that up a couple more points. I think we can with this green terminal.
Well, I want to thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yes, and as you see, the Oakland County International Airport is setting the standard for green technology, and it's happening right here in the D.
Well, that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Veronica Vance. And remember, if you would like more information on any of the places we visited, log on to visitdetroit.com. So, until I see you next time, go out and explore on your own and discover the D.
To learn about discounts and special offers for featured attractions, plus how to get copies of Visit Detroit magazine, click on visitdetroit.com.
Production funding for this program was made possible by the Detroit Metro Convention and Visitors Bureau, driving tourism growth in Metro Detroit since 1896. More information is available at visitdetroit.com.